movement that has had the greatest impact among liberal Protestants and Catholics in different ways has been the feminist movement. We can speak of that as another liberation movement, of course, but the women were addressing topics that theologians had been dealing with all along. So when they pointed out what we had been saying did not really express a lack of understanding of the real needs of women, and that our understandings of sex and gender that we thought we were deriving from the Bible, whether we got them from the Bible or not, they were simply not acceptable. So they called on us to use, and we'd been accustomed to doing this kind of thing, deeper elements of the biblical message to critique some of the ideas that one might find on the pages of the New Testament. So one reason that was the greatest response has been to the feminist movement is that they were dealing with topics we were already accustomed to dealing with. A second reason is that whereas it's possible for a white male to have only very slight relationships with the really oppressed people in our society, and maybe have a few black friends but not see them on a daily basis, most of us live with women all the time. And so the issues of how men and women relate to each other are ones that are unavoidable, immediate, and in every congregation, at least every one I know anything about, there are both men and women, and how they relate to each other and how they work things out. What the structure of the church should be and what roles women should play in the church, these are simply not questions that can be avoided. So I think that the change among liberals brought about by Niebuhr on the one hand and by the liberation theologies on the other has been enormous. So some people say it's been so great that the word liberal may not be the best way to describe us. So they prefer progressive, and that's fine, I think, if we understand that, of course, progressives are liberals. They are liberals who have been reshaped by many criticisms of former forms of liberalism and are ready to try to rethink their role in the church, in life, in society, in light of all of these changes.